Hello, everybody. Welcome to the City of the Crimson Tower, episode 17. Crazy enough. This episode featuring cats in the background. They are everywhere in Barraville. But I am Ethan, your humble game master for the evening, and I am joined by 5 incredible players and friends and storytellers. And before we jump into tonight's session, the characters all advanced to advance number 3. So that means the characters, our 5, are now on the final advancement of the novice rank. Next time they advance, they will get access to a bunch of cool new things. So can't wait to see what happens then. But first, we have this one. And I believe at this point, everyone has made their choices. All right. Who wants to lead off with what you did? Just a reminder for all of you who aren't as familiar with Savage Worlds. When you advance, you get to choose one of several options of things you can do to improve your character. You can gain an edge, similar to feats for those of you familiar with D&D or Pathfinder. You can increase your skills, either 1 or 2 dice, depending on certain conditions. You can also remove or reduce certain hindrances. You can also increase 1 time each rank, not at each advance, each rank. Increase 1 attribute die by 1 die size. So those are the options. Now, knowing that, what did you all pick? Mav?
Hi, everybody. I picked a new edge.
Would you like to share with what it is? You don't have to.
Yeah, I can. Cool. I can. So, when Nyne smacks somebody with his right hand, he also can smack somebody with his left hand. I now have the edge ambidextrous, which ignores the offhand penalty.
So, both of you still get the multi-action penalty, just because that's
not with two-fisted, because I got that beforehand.
So you get to make 2 attacks at the same dang with no penalty. That's awesome and very fitting for Nyne the Brawler.
Mav Reed.
Love it. Yes, power game the system. So, who wants to go next? Anna Margaret.
Hello. Funny fact about me as Anna Margaret, I am ambidextrous, but Gloria is not.
I'm so envious of that.
So this is a random fact you might not have known about me. I used to freak out my students when I switched hands writing on the board. Gloria, on the other hand, is not ambidextrous. She take a new as well. So what I took is I now have access to 5 more power points. And
quick pause.
I now 5 points to work with.
Quick pause. My Twitch is deciding to suddenly have major lag, so I want to wait for that to resolve so that people can hear what that was. Let me see if dropping the call will help. We're having tech difficulties. Be right back. So, Discord freakout resolved.
Discord had a moment.
What did you do?
I also took a new edge, and I now have access to 5 more power points. So power points are how I use my magical powers, and I now have access to 5 more to hopefully heal us, and so we don't all die.
That is huge. It might not sound like the most exciting thing, but trust me, that's huge. Good call. Who else? So that's 2 edges so far.
I also took an edge.
I think it's all 5.
To make Brawk faster to run away. I get an additional running die, and I increase my pace by 2. So he can.
Being good at running away and just having a faster... Oh. Hold on. Could you say something again, Lauren?
Hello?
Okay. Making sure OBS was working.
Dear technology gods, please bless us this day.
But, so yes, your speed is increased, and you said also, what was it for running away?
I get an additional running die.
So when you
Increases
choose to
one
run,
step.
you can
Yeah.
run even faster. That's really
from
cool.
a D6, like for example, from 1d6 to 1d8 instead.
That's very cool. So then we got 2 more.
I also got an edge that will be revealed in the future. It's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, we're going to keep that one secret for right now for reasons that will become clear later.
Okay, and because it's a trend, Hawthorne added an edge too. Hawthorne added champion, which allows him +2 damage to attacking supernaturally evil creatures.
A little ironic with how you are currently looking right now, but awesome edge. Awesome edge. All right, so that is everyone advanced to Advance 3. So I think then I just have to do my general pre-stream announcement. This is an 18+ stream for potential content, language, all that. So probably not for kids. You can listen to past episodes of this or watch past episodes. You can do both on YouTube, but you can do it anywhere you get your podcasts on Go Buff Yourself. This, Wild Beyond, Mothership, so much TTRPG actual play action there. But with all those announcements out of the way, let's go ahead and run that intro so that we can get into Chapter 17 of the City of the Crimson Tower. And we are back. Before we get into the summary, let me help you find that, Sally. It is top right. Hello, boy. It is top right on Foundry. It'll be next to the game, the cogs. It's called Compendium Packs. All the way at the right for me. Got it? Yeah. So once you find your edge there, you can just click and drag to your character sheet. We're not sponsored, but Foundry is a really cool virtual tabletop. I highly recommend it. It does have a steep learning curve, but it's worth it.
But you learn.
But you learn. All right. So, last time we were in Barrowville, the 5 were heading, or 6, including Ira, 7 including Lancelot the dog, were traveling out of Bridgewater and into Barrowville to find a particular vista named Miss Ava. But that was merely one stop. They had a number of things they did beforehand and were planning to head to Valaki Hills afterwards. Eventually, though there were some things that happened on the way to finding Sir's pool and bar, such as encountering Stradia von Zorovich herself, being hounded by watchdogs, being accosted by a family of zombies, disappearing into the fogs, having visions of some previous life or someone else. Oh. I think we lost Anna Margaret's video. For right now,
Took her.
For right now, I'm going to continue the summary, though. But hopefully we'll have her back by the time the summary is over. Oh. That was an interesting screen. So, with all of these things happening in between, eventually, the group did arrive at SIRS. And upon their arrival, were quickly introduced to Miss Ava, a ancient senior member of the Vista people, and apparently... Oh, now we lost Anna Margaret entirely. Quick pause. The Omnissiah is displeased. Someone please pray to the machine god for us, because we have not followed the proper prayers and invocations, clearly.
Somebody said something bad about...
It wouldn't be a
machines
Twitch
beforehand.
stream without things like that, though.
Everyone has a little scuff in their life.
It happens.
Are you really a Twitch streamer if you don't have scuff?
You know,
I'm liking being in Gloria's spot on the screen. I just will admit, I look like a cute Gloria.
and Lauren has stayed the same, though.
I don't exist anymore.
She's got the perfect
You
spot.
exist in a liminal space, Mav. A liminal space
I?
between boxes,
Two worlds.
where you could be anything or nothing.
Your shoulder looks great.
yeah.
It looks. I can see the little edge of it right there. It
It's
looks
just I've been
amazing.
replaced by Kirby. Nyne will now be played by Kirby. All right. So,
Kirby is cute. You can't deny that. I mean, come on. Kirby's adorable.
Polio. He's also a world eater and a literal eldritch god.
Well, what do y'all think? Should I continue the summary? Should we wait for Anna Margaret? I'm not
Probably
the
her
boss.
alternator.
I mean, technically you are the boss, but I would say
Yeah.
just
Just the
continue the
DM.
summary and we will
All right, cool.
give Anna Margaret a minute
So-
after that.
Let's see where we left off. Ah, yes. Oh, hello.
Ah, she blesses us.
She's so cute.
After arriving at Sir's Bar and Billiards, the group quickly was shuffled back to meet Miss Ava, a seer and ancient member of the Vista. She knew all of your names, seemed to know about you, and told you all to meet her back at the Ivlis River Bridge that you crossed on your way here at midnight tonight, if you wished to speak with her and learn from her. After your very brief meeting with Miss Ava, the Vista were incredibly welcoming, and you all engaged in a game of stories, telling stories and then trying to decide if they were true, false, or half-true. It was the six of you and 3 members of the Vista. The Stanimir, Eliza, and Arturi. Karina spoke with Arturi slightly, learned a little bit about him, and at the end of the game of stories, he was quickly off. And it was with you all here, close to 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. in Sarah's Bar and Billiards, where rooms had been, very simple accommodations had been offered to you all. Dinner had already been had, and drink has been freely shared. That was where we left off. Is there anything anyone wishes to do this evening before moving to the next day? I see some nods. Karina?
Gloria.
Yeah?
I wanted to say I'm sorry. I wasn't honest with you when we first walked in, and I have been cold towards you.
Oh. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
It's nothing you did. You and Nyne walked out of that mist as if nothing happened. And I know, from looking in your eyes, something did, yet you are still strong. And Nyne was smiling. That mist broke me. And I think I was just taking my own frustrations out on you, Gloria. So I'm sorry.
I think that, I don't know what you experienced in the midst. If it's similar to what I did, I think that it's a normal reaction to feel like it was a very traumatic experience, because it was. I don't really know how to describe this because I don't remember it, but I have this weird sense that what I experienced wasn't new. It was something that had happened to me a lot. Not that things stop hurting when they happen a lot, but I have this sort of feeling like I don't know. I'm not describing it well, but I think it's part of the memories we've lost. I don't know if that makes sense.
I think it makes perfect sense. It doesn't make it hurt less, but you become more accustomed to it.
Yeah, maybe that. So I know I didn't really want to talk about it, but I think part of didn't we all agree that we weren't going to talk about that we had missing memories? And I didn't really know how to bring it up without like talking about that a lot.
No, I'm not trying to push you to talk about it. I just wanted to explain why I'd been so cold. I don't know who I was before we got here. But I know I wasn't this week. I know Stradia humbled the shit out of me, and I've never felt so small. I don't even know what I feel anymore.
I agree about her. She's terrifying. Honestly, it's hard for me to picture what, even as a group, we could do against her. So, try not to feel bad. I think those feelings are normal. I think it's something that we'll all sort of have to maybe grapple with. Hopefully we can avoid going in the mist. But I do feel like the mist kind of consumes a lot of this area. And so I do think it's a little bit unfortunate that it's probably inevitable that we'll maybe encounter it again.
I'm almost half tempted to encounter it again.
Maybe not.
Not actually. It's more of a. It's not like something I'm definitely going to do. It's just. Don't you wonder what is lost in our memories?
Those are called intrusive thoughts. And yeah. I think that we don't often want to succumb to those. I think it's helpful to talk about them. And so if you ever have the urge to run into the mist, you can come to me and we can discuss it together. I think there's other ways that we can access those memories. Actually, this meeting that we're having, I feel like, I'm not saying I trust her. It's a little odd that she spoke to us in our dreams, but in the plane of existence we're in, it seems fairly common, people talking in our heads. And this is at least seems less malicious, and maybe she knows something.
I mean, that's the hope. And don't worry, I'm not going to run into the mist.
Do I believe her? I have a question about this. Do I believe you as you say this?
Well, I actually have a edge for that, as I am attractive. If you find Karina attractive at all, I think you have disadvantage, or I have advantage on persuasion. So,
so I guess you tell me. Do I believe you then? Are you trying to deceive me? I probably believe whatever you're trying.
She believes herself, but
okay.
She's also heavily inebriated, so your doctor brain can decide whether or not she's in the right state of mind to make a promise. But yeah, pretty much.
I think I'm going to be very carefully watching you anytime we're near the mist. And I think that my body language makes that very clear as I am inching towards you and looking around.
Both of you take a Benny for role-playing that out instead of rolling for it. What was that, Sally?
That's 5 bennies.
Yeah, that means you have 5 now.
We need to
everyone
fight something.
started
You guys,
with one
let's start a
extra
fight.
this session because of great things that happened at the end of last session. So yeah, they're already up at 5. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's good. I'll admit, I'm feeling very relieved to know what you're thinking. I don't want to say that I always have this fear that everybody's bad at me, but it definitely, there is a little bit of a prickling fear. Also, there's just a prickling fear that all the animals are watching us and everyone secretly doesn't like us. I think that there's just a lot of fears. And so I appreciate you being honest, and no, you're not alone in feeling that was a traumatic experience. I'm actually kind of worried about Nyne for that reason. I want to think it was just a trick of the mist, but I felt like I saw blood.
I swear I saw blood too.
I know. Oh, you did too? Okay, that's reassuring. I thought it was probably just me.
I mean, okay, if anyone's gonna lose their mind here, you're talking to her, all right? If you saw blood, almost certainly there was blood.
It's a bad side.
Mm-hmm. It's a little concerning. The smile was more concerning, if I'm being honest. I think you were behind him.
Oh,
but he
like
came
smiling
out
to be happy to be out of the mist?
No. I think the best way I could describe it is a wild smile. Almost monstrous. It was unhinged. I don't know. I'm not great with deciphering things in situations like that, but
I'm already keeping a close eye on Brawk because I'm worried about him. I'm already keeping a close eye on Hawthorne because I'm pretty sure that he's going to just trample into any dangerous situation. I'll freely admit I'm keeping a close eye on you. I do not want you to go back in that mist. And I've also been keeping a pretty close eye on Nyne for lots of reasons. But I think that this just, maybe you should also keep a close eye on him. I'm going to glance over towards Nyne. Does he appear to be watching our conversation?
Nyne is actually dancing on the dance floor again because he's having a good time. He's dancing. He's having fun.
Also, when you spoke of Nyne, Karina doesn't look over to Nyne. She watches Gloria, just trying to see if there's any hints, if she's blushing at all, if she's any hints of smittenness in a way. Does she show anything?
You know, I think Gloria is the type that most of her feelings are written all over her face. So I'm sure I do look like a little bit interested, a little bit curious, but I do think that is definitely clouded by my concern. I think that I'm feeling pretty worried about this mist, especially with us venturing back out with Stradia. I think that, yeah, I'm definitely interested, but I'm also very worried. I'm feeling concerned. And I can't even fully understand why I'm so concerned for all you guys, but I'm like, oh, this is bad. We're in a bad situation.
Well, we got a couple hours to kill. What should we do?
I would say by this point, with having the game of stories and dinner and just downtime and all of that, it's probably around 10:30, and you were to meet Miss Ava at the bridge, which was about 25-ish minutes walk away from here. So, is there anything anyone is wishing to do in the interim hour? Are you all wanting to leave early?
Well, I was a little confused where we were all sitting. Could we not hear their conversation was what I was wanting to ask.
That is up to you all. How loud were you two having the conversation? Because the last I knew, everyone was still in the basic common area. The game of stories was told near the hearth, but there are tables and the bar itself. So You could be spread out. You could be together. It's up to you all.
I imagine that we're not trying to purposely exclude anybody, but would probably have stepped to the side a little bit, especially since I've been given strict instructions not to talk about how we've been hearing voices in our head. And so I don't think that I would want to broadcast that to these new friends of ours. That said, though, before we leave, one thing I would like to do is just check in with our hosts that started the game.
Stanimir. You find him... There are only, at this point, 7 or so Vista here in the common area, but he is one of them. And he's sitting at the bar, so you walk over to him, and he turns. That was a good story you told.
Oh, thank you. I actually came over to compliment your story. You are great with words. I was really touched.
Oh, you say that he is great with words, and you can tell you just gave him a big compliment. And he just puts his hand to his chest. Why, thank you. I'll admit that is one of my go-to stories when playing the game with a new group, but is everything to your liking? Do you need a place to sleep?
I think that would be really nice. Would it be here? Are you all staying?
A lot of us do. Kind of one big family. But we do have extra space. You might have to share some of the space.
That's fine. And we there were some things we wanted to accomplish tonight, although it is drawing late, and so I would hate to disturb you later. Would you mind kind of pointing a direction for where?
He shows you a couple different rooms where there are different sleeping pallets. There are a number of back rooms that are group bedrooms of sorts with beds, but also pallets on the ground. Looks like probably about 15 or so people live here. And he points out a couple different spots where someone could sleep, where there's an empty pallet or an empty bed.
Okay, perfect. Just so that after we have this meeting, we have a place to go back to.
100%. Anyone else? Anything before you all would head out for if that is the plan, to head out for the... Yeah, Brawk.
I think the only thing of note that Brawk has been doing this whole time, he wasn't present for the conversation, even if he was physically not present for the conversation. He's got his back to everybody, and he's just kind of sitting in a stool or a chair, kind of solitarily. He's just kind of on his own, not necessarily down or upset, just ruminating.
Got it.
The main note is Hawthorne has taken the alcoholic bottle that was brought to him. That's the main note here. It's in his jacket pocket now.
Ira has a empty glass still in their hand, but is lying on one of the tables. Just like almost passed out, and is just grumbling there. All right. So, 11:25, 11:30 rolls around. You all heading out? Okay. Yeah?
I figured out where we could stay once we come back. Assuming we want to come back and not just sleep outside.
I don't want to do that.
Me either.
Yeah.
But I found out where the rooms are. We shouldn't have to wake anybody when we return. Especially because they told us specifically not to go outside at night. So I figured maybe if we kept this on the DL, we have a place to go.
Okay. Okay.
Right? Is
No, that's fine. I just don't like getting in trouble. I
well, I told them we had something to work on. I left it ambiguous.
Oh, okay. You're so smart. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Maybe they think we're like really intimidating or something. I don't know.
He like looks at himself. I'm sure that's it.
I do have some beads in my bag. Maybe I'll like stitch a few as like an alibi as we're like, if there's like a downtime moment.
As you all start to gather and head to leave, Stanimir still being out here, clocks you all. Hey. You all leaving?
Just very briefly, I mentioned we had something we needed to work on. We should definitely, we will not be out all night.
You do whatever you want. Just be safe out there.
I really appreciate your concern. Honestly, it means a lot because I'm a little nervous, but it should go very smoothly and quick, and we'll be right back.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Who's picked up Iroh to drag her along with us, or did we just leave
Oh my
her
gosh,
at a table?
they're our guide. We sort of need them.
I will. Karina will just kind of shake Ira's shoulder. Ira, darling, I think we have to get going if we're going to make the meeting.
Of course. And they stand up and have to catch themselves on the table. Woo! All right. Okay.
You can put an arm around me if you want.
Like,
some
pulls down
stabilization
on their shirt to straighten it out a little bit, brushes their shoulders. I am fine. I know how to handle my liquor, and takes a couple steps, staggers a little bit, pauses, puts the hand on your shoulder. Second thought. All right.
All right.
All right. Nyne?
While Nyne is trying to get ready to leave, the elderly Vistani woman that drug him back onto the dance floor will not let him leave. He is trying to go, and she keeps pulling his hand back to come back and dance. Oh, I can't go. I gotta go. It was fun. It was nice dancing with you. I gotta go with my friends now. Okay?
And you can tell that this woman has... And when I say you can tell, it's also partially because you've watched. She has had numerous drinks. But she gives you one more look. Oh, as long as you come back and see me again. I haven't felt that young in... Never mind, you don't want to know. That was unintentional. Sorry about that.
Oh no, something enters that is terrifying.
Oh no, dude.
Lightly.
Wrong music. It happens.
Who is this woman?
I gotta stay, guys.
Not again.
All right.
But Nyne gathers his stuff and is like, so where are we going again? Where are we leaving?
Oh no.
Going back to the bridge to meet Miss Ava.
Gloria has like a moment of realization that I think I'm the only one that's sober.
Some of us do better when we're drunk.
I fully believe that. Okay, I think we're ready.
All right. So you all then head out and start retracing your steps, heading back to the bridge. You climb back up the stairs that led down to this bar, and you're once again in the streets of the outskirts, the far outskirts of Bridgewater, but the kind of liminal part of Barraville here. And there is a little bit of moonlight that is making its way through the clouds overhead, casting this pale light all over the streets. But 2 seconds.
You ever notice that there's like a lot of cats around here?
Just one that just keeps following us for some odd reason.
No, I don't want to think that.
Does
it's
the
just one
cat look like
following
it's
us.
watching us?
No, this particular cat doesn't seem to be nefariously watching you, yet is never out of earshot somehow. And at any given moment, you could hear him meow.
And he's special.
You know, I wonder if I could actually talk to him, like, cause you know, I'm a bigger cat, and they're like tiny cats. Do we talk to each other?
All
I
right.
don't really know how this body
Back in
works.
what's actually happening in Barraville, you all exit and begin to head back towards the bridge. There is a pallid moon which hangs low, nervously peeking out from behind rain clouds that, at this exact moment, are starting to lighten up. And is no longer a heavy downpour, just a small drizzle.
It's raining.
Mm-hmm. Has been pretty consistently.
I don't know if I can go with you all.
I have an extra umbrella if you want
Okay,
to
I
use
guess
that.
I can come. I'll use
All right.
I'll use your umbrella.
You don't like rain?
It like gets caught in my wings and I can't move.
Oh, and he like looks at your. I never thought about that. I
I don't really do well with water.
Mm.
Unless I'm like trying to be stationary. Like bats are obviously fine, but like they're actually really enjoyable. But like not if we're trying to like progress and move.
Absolutely more of a resting activity.
So as you all are... Wait, are you going out?
With the umbrella, yes.
Okay, as long as you have the umbrella. Got it? That makes total sense.
Hawthorne's going no matter what.
Eventually, you all crest a small rise, and the weak moonlight casts this feeble, silvery glow across the shrouded concrete jungle in front of you. And as midnight ticks closer, and your destination inches closer, an eerie stillness descends. And even the wind that seems to constantly moan through the alleyways of Barrowville goes mute. Only the sound of your footsteps. Could everyone please make me a notice check? Shout them out.
3.
Okay.
6.
Success. Success.
3.
5.
So, 3 successes, 2 failures, no raises. The 3 of you who passed. Well, first of all, as everything goes oddly silent, do you all do anything? Keep walking? Say anything?
I think Karina will slow her pace a little bit
Brawk as
and
well?
start looking for any signs of Stradia, because weird shit happened last time she appeared and she doesn't want to repeat. So she's looking for any dogs, any signs of people watching them. Is the rain silent? Like, she's trying to figure out what's going on.
Hawthorne's gonna burp.
You burp.
Nyne is too busy trying to like keep himself dry, at least to the point, you know, he's snug into his coat and jacket and whatnot, just kind of walking.
Those of you who, as you slow down a little bit, those of you who pass that notice check, you just hear a of a bouncing pebble. And because of how quiet everything else was, it is, to those of you who pick it up, the rest of you hear it. You just can't identify like what direction it's coming from or even what it was. Because in the silence, it is like breaking glass. But the three of you that passed also then hear a rustle from an alleyway about 100-ish feet back the way you just came.
Brawk's immediately going to pull his arms into himself. Hello?
Karina's going to pull out a gun and aim it towards where the noise came from.
Oh, fuck!
Wait, what's going on, you guys?
Sounds...
Nyne, get out of your jacket. Come here.
What? I'm here. Fucking brain.
Karina's got her gun out. What's happening?
What the fuck you got the piece
There-
out for?
There was a rustle, like 100 or so feet or so. I'm a little jumpy, okay? But I swear I heard something behind us.
I did too. And he puts both of his arms out. Something's weird.
I just burped. It wasn't that?
I don't think so.
It
No
smells
good
like
one.
stew.
Is anyone following us? Karina's just gonna call down the road towards the alley.
No answer. And the
Do we want to just...
constant low ambient fog that's around or mist that's around your ankles just mutes the sound, so it doesn't even feel like it carries very far when you shout.
I'd like to hover
So-
slightly above the fog, if possible. Still with my umbrella. I don't want it getting on
Yeah,
my shoes.
absolutely, you can just keep 2 feet off the ground.
Do we want to just keep walking?
How close are we to where we're going? Ira, how close are we?
Okay, what the
Yeah,
fuck was that?
Oh,
The
Mm-mm.
echo of a wolf or dog howling in the distance carries across.
I think we need to go get where we're going.
And Ira, I think we've been walking for like 10 minutes, so about halfway there.
Well then,
All right. I will follow in the back and keep an ear out if Nyne or Hawthorne wants to walk with me.
Yeah,
can't
I'll
hold.
walk with you. Just don't point that thing at me and just shoot whatever's not one of us. That's all I ask.
I'll offer
I'll
my
do-
arm to Ira so that they don't fall.
I'll
They've
go
cut-
to the
they've-
other side.
Sobered up a little bit, and so though they take your arm, it's more out of reassurance than stability at that moment.
I like shuffle the umbrella to my other arm. I'm like awkwardly, like since I'm in the air, tilting towards them as I give them my arm. But I'll just keep moving forward.
Brawk will grab. I'll take that. I got you. And he'll hold the umbrella over your wings so you don't get wet as you're holding Ira up and moving forward.
We're a little train as we start like progressing.
Tiny
forward.
train.
But as
Yeah,
we go,
Hawthorne's just kind of drunk, so he's just kind of wandering around wherever you guys kind of are right now.
Come on, Hawthorne. Come on. No, my left. My left.
Only.
So you all continue. Okay. You continue moving back or through the pocked and pitted and potholed streets of Bridgewater, where rain has gathered and filled all of these different damages and holes. And eventually, the street eventually winds and heads back off still a little while, but you can see the bridge, the river, or the Ivlis River Bridge. And as it comes into view, a nearby streetlight flickers on and off. And there is the sound of creaking rope as a frayed rope dangles from this street lamp, just blowing in the breeze.
Don't be concerned, Ira. Streetlights will only flicker due to like voltage fluctuations in the power supply, and I mean, based off the rest of the maintenance of this place, it's probably just ill-maintained. I'm sure it's nothing nefarious.
What about the rope?
I don't know. I have nothing
Yeah.
to say about that.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably not voltage fluctuations. I don't know. Somebody else will have to explain that part.
Karina's going to walk towards that light pole. How high up is the rope?
Are you are you looking to grab it?
She's looking to touch it to see how, about how old it is.
It's a little out of basic jumping height. I mean, you might be able to jump and touch it.
Well, if she tries to do it, I'll walk up, and being very big, I could probably reach up and touch it.
At the very least, Hawthorne could pick Karina up so she could touch it.
So
I like this better.
after
Drunk Hawthorne picking up a person.
So tell me again what you're looking for from the rope.
I'm just gonna fly up. Like, put her onto the ground. What are we looking for?
Oh, you got wings.
I'm just gonna take back the umbrella, and I'm literally just gonna fly up. Everybody, calm down.
Hawthorne's just gonna sit down on the ground because he's tired.
I wanted to see if it was fresh, everything is
investigate the
rain
rope.
soaked, obviously. Yes. I
I'm
just wanted to investigate.
I'm going to attempt to investigate the rope.
Okay. Go ahead, and the rope is, you don't even need to make a roll. It's rope. It's frayed, like I said, but you are able to see that the very end of it, where it is frayed, you can tell that it was once likely tied as a noose. Fairly old, soaked with rain, fraying. Not much.
It looks like it was. Oh, do I see any traces of blood
Not on it. No.
or like something?
Oh, no traces of blood on it.
It looks like a very old noose.
Oh, thank goodness it's not an active one.
Okay.
I mean, you can always retie it, I guess, if you want an active one.
No,
As-
no, that would be a bad sign. It would be a bad sign.
As you all immediately focused on the rope and fixated on it, there is and seated just about 7 feet away, but out of the light of the street lamp, is a hooded, hunched figure. And as she looks up, you see the wrinkled face of Miss Ava.
I think we found the right spot.
She looks.
What's with the noose, Miss Ava?
Her voice is harsh and raspy when she answers. What did I say to you before you left my room?
Don't trust everything we see? I honestly don't remember everything. I got really high after that, so
I feel like
remember a
I
little
should
bit.
remember this, but Anna Margaret doesn't.
Does
Does
anyone?
Gloria remember?
That someone was coming for us.
As you answer that, she does give the other people who responded differently a quizzical look, but she gives you a and as she is still looking at you all, she suddenly, her eyes snap off of where you are. You fools, you were followed! And she points to behind you all.
Karina will turn and take a shot.
As she points and you turn, you see a figure start to bolt. And as you go to reach for your gun, you hear Miss Ava say...
The gun was already out.
Oh, fair enough. As you raise your gun, you hear Miss Ava say, "Dispatcher, or all is lost!"
All right, she'll take a shot.
Okay, make me a shooting roll.
I'm going to use a Benny.
Okay. What did you initially get?
I got a 3, and then I used a Benny and got a 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
You raise and fire, and in the moment that you fire, you recognize who you're shooting at. And you recognize Eliza, the Vista from the billiards hall. Bang! Could you roll me damage?
Yes, I just got to open that up again. $16 points of damage.
Holy. You shoot her in the head. And she falls.
Nyne is going to go and get her body.
I think upon recognizing it as Eliza, her gun is just going to fall out of her hand. And she's just going to be shaking. What the fuck? Miss Ava, why?
As I said, someone was trying to spy on you.
How do we know that she wasn't just guarding us? Or following us to make sure we were safe?
Vista, no, not to be out. For no reason. I had seen her, though I could not say anything at the time. There are some Vista who believe that the devil is someone that we owe our loyalty to. Because of ancient history. I personally disagree. Had you not ended her, she would have gone to the tower, she would have reported to Strahd. She would know about me, and she would know that I am going to help you.
There's a lot you ain't telling us. That's all I'm saying.
Throw her body into the river and we can talk about what I haven't been telling you and what I still can.
Nyne empties out her pockets before he throws her in the river.
Karina is just going to look away.
I can't. I can't believe this.
I was not for tossing her in.
We can't just leave her body here for them to find.
I was gonna put her in a dumpster.
Does she have a weapon on her?
You pat down her body. She did have two daggers, two knives.
But she doesn't have a gun herself.
No.
Does she have any journals or anything on her that would show her handwriting?
On her person, no, nothing written.
Hey,
Well, I don't think we'd be able to forge a suicide note or anything.
Yeah.
Hawthorne's going to look at Miss Ava and is going to go, "We will help you dispose of this body, but you will tell us everything." And he's going to do it in a way that he's going to use persuasion to try and persuade her to share as much as she can if we assist her in this.
Make me a persuasion roll.
A 5.
5. She looks at you. Help me dispose of the body. Brawk is the one who killed her.
What? Me? No. I
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. That was me just misspeaking. I'm so sorry for blaming Brawk. Jesus. That was just me dropping the wrong name. Wow.
You did just say
Brawk
you didn't
of
want to get
all
in trouble.
people. Brawk of all
come
people.
on. Blech.
Rewind. Jesus. Totally different story where Brawk did that. Karina is the one who killed her. And it had to be done. Oh, hurry up.
You egged her on.
Let's put a pin in that. Maybe not toss her in the river. At the moment, her ears are incapable of hearing what we're discussing. If anybody were to walk by, it might look like she's just sitting next to us. Let's finish our business here before we move forward.
She looks at the body for a long time. And then she seems satisfied about something. Very well. Oh. And she points a shaking hand off towards in the distance, and you can see a distant, small, green glowing line. The same type of green you saw when you saw the ghosts walking from the cemetery towards the tower. And she just points towards it.
It's the ghosts.
Oh. You've heard of them, huh?
We've seen them.
Each one of them shares a common trait. Do you know what it is?
Hatred for Strahd.
Let me guess, they were all killed by her?
Little bit of both. But if everyone who had hatred for Strahd were in that march, those who stood against her and failed, which is all of those who have stood against her. And I assume, since you seem to have heard of their story, you know where they're headed now.
Do we have to go there too?
Well, This, and points towards the line. This is the precipice that you all now walk. The line of green starts to fade as the last of the spirits goes out of any visibility. There are many paths upon the webs of fate, but I can only see what may be, not what will be. I can tell you what must be done, why you were brought here, but I cannot tell you how, or that you will succeed. For if you fail, this place will be your final resting place, a place without legacy or glory or love. You all know there is only one way for any of you to ever leave Barrowville, don't you?
I mean, I guess that answers some of my questions.
How?
As long as this place is still under the control of Stradia von Zorovich, you will never leave here, nor will any of the others, other than our people.
How is this something like that done? Look at her and what she's built, made. How can we be the ones to tear this down? How?
I agree with Brawk. You just told us that everyone else who has stood against her has fallen and joined that parade of spirits, and now you're saying that that's what we have to do.
If she fixates you with a steady gaze. If you wish to put aside this and not, no soul could blame you. There's no shame in flight from a foe that no others have been able to defeat. And if you wish to be on your way after this meeting, I could instead read your future and tell you perhaps how you might seduce your would-be lover, perhaps tell you how to find fortune or eternal happiness. Or she pauses as she reaches into a pocket and pulls out a deck of cards. Or I can read the cards and set you upon a path that ends only when your foe is vanquished. Or you are. The choice is yours.
What will these cards tell you?
Well, I don't know exactly yet.
Do you think they could tell us about our past? Who we once were?
Because we'd be fighting for a place that I don't know myself here or there. So,
although to be fair, we are stuck here. So,
who brought us here?
And why would we fight for a past where we don't know?
Well, why would we fight for? Because it seems like fighting would then let us know.
Yes, but what if what we came from is worse than here? How can we even know from what we've seen? What I've seen, it's a hell of a lot worse than here.
Well, we
What I
could stay
feel
here once
inside-
like, even if we took this path. Karina, like,
Can
would-
we?
Well, probably.
Do we even know that? Do we even have a choice? Do we even know? She's just gonna look at Miss Ava. Like, do you know? Do you know if we vanquish this god-awful woman that we can just choose to live a nice, happy life in the middle of a nice, secluded woods in a cabin? Or are we forced to be jetted back to where we came from? Which we don't even know.
I cannot tell you what to do with your future. I can only help with a little bit of guidance. And if you wish to not, as I said, no one would blame you. I do not force this upon you.
Yeah, fuck it. This is the only world we know right now, and these people need help. We already know what we're up against, and fuck it. I'm down. Y'all can go if you want. You don't want to go, that's fine, but I'm gonna try and help these people. This is the only world we know. And maybe, look, hey, shit. Maybe we figure out who we were beforehand before we go down this. Otherwise, we're just going to be stuck in the same town. You got people spying on us, animals staring at us. At least we can at least try to do some good around here. You know? Hell, maybe we get lucky and we win. Boom. And if we don't, we go out together. Simple as that.
I agree that it's a good idea to try to help.
As you all seem to come to a consensus and look at Miss Ava once again, she nods. Very well. Let's begin. And we're going to take a quick break. And we will come back here in just about 5 to 8 minutes or so and see what comes from there. We will be back. See y'all soon. And we are back. Before we continue, Karina didn't explicitly agree, but I want to get player approval. Was Karina silent long enough for it to seem like tacit agreement, or would you like that conversation to continue more?
I think she's going to look towards Ira, look towards where she'd come from, and then just nod ever so slightly.
When you look at Ira, they stop themselves, but for a second they start to reach towards the scarf that they're wearing, but stop themselves quickly.
But that's as much confirmation as she's going to give.
All right. Miss Ava finds a stoop of one of the buildings nearby that is still covered enough that it hasn't gotten soaked, and sits down cross-legged, clears off some dirt, and grabs the deck of cards that she had pulled out earlier. She also, from a bag that she was carrying, produces several candles, which with a quick flick of her hand, she ignites. And she sets the deck of cards down between the candles. Her old hands work deftly. She removes 14 cards from the top of the deck, setting them aside. The remaining cards she shuffles nimbly, dexterously. Even though her hands tremble and shake typically, in this practiced movement, it is as natural as can be. Twice, 3 times, 4 times she shuffles the deck. She sets it down. Both of the decks before her, and she closes her eyes. She places her right hand on top of the larger deck. And for a second, you can swear you see this orange light in the millimeters between her hand and the top of the deck. The sound of the drizzle and rain and wind begin to seem to dim in that moment. And slowly, she pulls 3 cards from the top of the deck, laying them face down. She then repeats this process with the smaller deck. This smaller deck of 14 cards she grabs almost a little tentatively. And she deals down 2 cards off the top of this deck. And by the time she's done, she's created a cross pattern here. As she reaches for the first card, the shadows on the street around this stoop seem to shift and move and dance. And then they flick back. She puts her right hand over the leftmost card. This card will tell of history, knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. And she flips over the 2 of stars. There is the image of what looks like a Vista woman reading a Taroka deck. And Miss Ava looks down at it, confused. I think whatever it is right under my nose. She looks around with her hazy eyes, and then looks at each of you. Ah. She moves her hand to the second card, the one at the top of the cross, and flips it over. And she reveals the 5 of Swords. It reads Myrmidon. The image on it is that of a knight, it looks like. Someone in armor with a shield and a sword. This card represents a powerful force for good. A holy symbol of great hope. And according to this card, it can be found in a den of wolves with Mother Night. Her eyes stare deep into the darkness that lurks just beyond the candlelight that she has set up here on the porch. And she moves her hand to the third card at the right side of the cross. Her eyelids close like she's in a trance, her lips purse in quiet concentration. And for a second, the candlelight vanishes. And it returns, and when it does, it is in a nova of light. Burning white, so pure and strong and clean that it hurts your eyes to look at. It burns your eyes to see. And then Miss Ava's eyes snap open. The light is just candlelight. This third card represents power and strength. It tells of a weapon, of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. And the candlelight reveals a third illustration. It's of another knight, but this one isn't fighting, is standing, confidently, regally. The Two of Swords. Paladin. She narrows her eyes. This weapon is long hidden. It lies with a sleeping prince, a servant of light and a brother of darkness. This weapon can be found within him. With 3 of the cards flipped, as we look around at all of you, what do we see in this moment? Karina, I'd like to start with you, as the one who is most hesitant.
She looks incredibly skeptical. With every card flip and the theatrics in her mind that comes with it, with the bright lights and dancing shadows, she's looking over her shoulder. She's looking at the woman she had just killed. And although attempting to pay attention to the cards, to Miss Ava's words, she's struggling to.
What about the rest of you? Nyne?
Nyne would have been smoking on a cigar that he lit when the flame got hot to calm his nerves. Taking a long drag on it. Okay, cool. Hey, I like your presentation. It's good. It's flashy. It's kind of cool. I'm not used to this magic stuff. Like, I think like 2 of us have actual magic abilities. But
as you start talking this, she. Shh.
Oh, my bad.
I can't hear.
Pretty. Oh.
And she puts her index finger on the 4th card, the one at the very bottom of the cross. She closes her eyes and seems to listen. She starts tracing small circles on the back of the card as she hums contemplatively. This card sheds light on one who will help you in your battle to stave off the darkness. And she flips the card. The illustration you see in the candlelight is that of a cemetery covered in fog. The mists. The mists. Never in one place, but everywhere. There is a vista who wanders this land, alone. Seek her near the saints, near the mists. And she finally moves to the 5th card in the center, and she nearly recoils as she goes to reach to it. Her brow furrows, wrinkles splitting her forehead like a trench. And the shadows here on the porch grow large. Your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. When the hour of judgment arrives, this card will lead you to her. Her hand trembles above the card for a second. And then she quickly snatches it and flips it over to the opposite side. The 5th illustration is barely visible now with how murky and shadowy it has become on the porch. But upon the card's surface, there's the depiction of a crowned, grinning emperor, clad in royal finery, and reaching for a goblet of wine, but his limbs are wooden, puppet limbs, lashed with marionette strings that disappear into the darkness overhead. And Miss Ava slowly exhales. A marionette. In the heights, find the beating heart. And that is where she will be waiting for you. As the last syllable leaves her lips, the old woman freezes and then rocks backward, her eyes rolling back into her head until the whites are gleaming like pearls. And then she snaps back, the candlelight burning back down to its original crimson glow. The sound of the outside world returns. The rain, the crows, the wind, the distant sound of the waters of the river Ivlis. And as Miss Ava catches her breath, she opens her eyes and regards you all silently with dark, heavy eyes.
So, does that happen all the time when you do readings? Or we just special?
Interpreting the threads can be an exhausting process, but some are more difficult than others, and some more taxing than others. Don't feel so special.
But aren't we? I mean, don't get me wrong. I've never felt special a day in my life, and it's hard to start now under these circumstances. But if you say we can do what you've read for us to do, doesn't that make us special?
And she just looks at you and gets a small smile at the corner of her mouth.
He crosses his arms over himself, allowing himself this moment of pride.
Hawthorne's gonna be staring at her like a precious moments kind of dog, like big and wide-eyed, like because he's just been watching this whole magical thing happen in front of him. He's, oh my god, that was really cool. Nicely done. You guys got all that? Because I didn't write that down.
A riddled message.
Hearing Hawthorne say that, I'm going to pull the paper out of my bag and try to scribble down everything I can remember.
No problem.
About the cards.
So these theatrics were worth somebody's life to you, Miss Ava? This knowledge, speaking of magical swords and darkness that we already knew of?
She just looks at you. After a pregnant pause. Do with it what you will. As for her, anyone who is willing to sell themselves and their own people to the devil, some things are worse than death. Now, you all need a place to stay still. If you head on back, get some rest. Do not tell any of this reading. Unless you are sure that they are enemies of your enemy. Best to assume the worst.
Karina's gonna kneel beside Eliza and put a handkerchief or whatever fabric she has, maybe Eliza's coat, over her destroyed face and just start walking away back towards where they came.
Are we just going to leave her body in the streets?
No, I was gonna put it in the river like you told me to.
Oh, I was thinking we should do a proper burial.
What?
Fine, we'll do a proper burial.
Or maybe the river's better. I don't know.
Hawthorne
Even as I
indecisive.
say- Oh, go ahead, Hawthorne. I'm not even totally sure I would know how to do a burial.
Hawthorne just picks up the body and tosses it into the river.
Yeah, that was probably for the best.
Okay, but should we have done like
Anyway.
one of the prayers that the pastor did at the...
There's a splash
sorry,
of
you're dead.
dark black water as you toss the body of this woman into the river off this bridge. As you all walk, so did everyone head over to do that? What's everyone doing?
I think Karina had left before they even just like talked about that. She'd already started to walk away.
I was doing it the best way to not get blood on me. But, there you go. You did good job, Hawthorne. Good job.
You had it halfway there, man. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. Okay.
And Miss Ava does not move to follow. She remains on the porch as you all depart.
So, no last minute insight to add to these riddles you've given us, Miss Ava?
I see only what the cards show me and no more. The threads of fate can't be beckoned like a servant or conjured like some magic trick. And they can be fickle and stubborn.
He grabs the collar on his coat and kind of tucks his neck against the light wind rushing through the street. One more thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts his hands in his pockets. Is she... He looks around to the trees and to the clouds. Is she really always watching?
No. Not always. But close enough. Be careful.
And he lowers his edger. And I'm gonna say, and he turns and waits for his friends to be ready to walk forward after eating this body off the bridge.
You all heading back?
Yeah, Hawthorne will come over and smack Brawk on the back. Start walking.
I don't want to learn.
You okay?
Yeah, he's really strong when you're not expecting it.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah,
Love it.
It's okay, but better to look at it than looking for it. I think you're on my side.
Hey, Angel, you good?
I think good is a little strong, but if we do have a chance of making a difference here, and if she really was allied, I guess it makes sense. I don't know. We should probably get back. It's gonna be hard looking in their eyes, knowing that their friend is dead and that we're responsible when they are giving us a place to stay.
Hey, like Miss Sava said, anyone who's willing to rat out their whole family and their crew ain't really worth it.
That's fair.
Sometimes you gotta do bad things for the right reason, for the betterment of the good, you know?
Well, I have a bad feeling, there's going to be more lives lost with this path we've chosen. Well, we should probably head back, I guess.
Nyne takes Gloria's hand. Hey. But we're gonna save countless more. Okay? With my guardian angel? Oh.
Oh,
Go
no,
ahead.
no.
No,
I
you go.
hope so. I hope you're right. And as I say that, in my head, I'm just thinking over and over again about that scene I saw in the mist where I couldn't help them and I couldn't save them. And to me, it feels like this Vista dying is just, it affirms that wasn't just something my head made up. It's probably real.
Nyne pops an umbrella and holds his hand out, and we walk together. Keep her dry.
As we're walking, Hawthorne will scream ahead. But I'm guessing Ira is with Karina more up front. Where's Ira at?
Ira at this point lagged a little behind, was probably honestly the last who pulled away from where Miss Ava was, because even though they didn't say much, seemed absolutely mystified by what was happening, but is kind of lagging towards the back, so with whoever is in the rear.
Okay, so Hawthorne's gonna pretty much go, "Hey, Karina, hold up, wait for us," and then pretty much look over to Brawk. Brawk, we gotta make sure that we don't talk about anything inside this place. Who knows who we can trust? We just shot a person from this place that we're about to go and stay at.
Well, I'm certainly not going to say anything. You going to say anything?
I just want to make sure we're all on the same page, that's all. Karina, wait up!
He turns around. Nobody say anything. And he keeps walking. He turns back around and keeps walking forward with Hawthorne.
Say anything about what?
Oh, oh.
That's already great mindset. I love it. I love it. Keep it going.
I'm going to throw up.
All right. So, you will head back to Sir's Bar and Billiards, and you get there without any real trouble. The room, or the area that was indicated for you all to be able to sleep, is still available. There are only 2 people still in the main common area when you all enter into here, though.
Oh, which 2 people?
2 you don't
Are they
recognize.
2 we don't
Well,
know?
I mean, you've seen them in here. They've been around, but they aren't ones who you've interacted with much at this point.
Karina's just going to head straight to the bar and just take a seat and just put her forehead against the bar again and take a moment.
When Brawk comes in and sees everything the way that it's set, he's immediately going to walk over to Karina. Hawthorne, are you with me?
Oh, yeah. Let's go over there. I might need a refill. Who knows?
Okay. Karina?
Yeah, Brawk.
That this place sucks. And I could to tell the evening has been wearing on you. Is there anything I could that we can do to make it less shitty?
I don't know, Brawk. You can stop looking around like everyone's watching you, because they're not.
I feel like they are.
Just sit down.
Okay. And he's gonna attempt to sit down. It's awkward. I'm relaxed.
No, you're not. And she's just going to lift her head off the table, and she just has obvious tear marks running down her face again. I just don't want to be alone right now.
Well, I know my company isn't of the highest quality, but I am present, and I am here for you.
I don't know, Brawk. I think your company is special.
Both of your company is special. And I'm going to smack them both on the back at the same time. So he's going to vomit. He's totally going to vomit because I'm going to smack them both on the back going, both of you guys are special.
This was a new coat. It's fine.
It's just a little while. I didn't eat much today.
It's not the worst thing on this coat, and she's just gonna take off the coat. So
My bad. I'm sorry.
My bad. Really, biologically.
So, you all are, after you all enter, the other two who were in here within about 5 or 10 minutes see themselves to bed. And so it is at this point, because it's about 1 a.m., just the 6 of you out here. Lancelot has been snoozing by the still warm fireplace. It's dying down. It's still enough that it could be relit, but it's mostly just embers now and coals. Anything anyone is doing before the evening concludes, before you go back and go to sleep?
I think this is a good place to leave Lancelot.
Leave him here?
We can't take him with us.
He's an old boy. I think he'd rather just be warm and comfortable and not soaked to the bones every day.
What brought this on?
Look how happy he looks. And she's just going to look over to Lancelot sleeping in front of the fire. I think anyone would want to just be warm.
This is an improvement. Come on, she wanted to first.
That's true.
I never wanted to kill him.
That's good to know.
That is good. Intent is important.
I didn't want to kill her either.
Yeah.
I know.
Shh, 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 shh.
Animals are special. Trying to pivot back to Lancelot hard.
Animals.
I think we need to determine whether Lancelot wishes to stay, or if Lancelot wants to come with us, his family. We can sleep on it and evaluate in the morning. Let's go to bed.
She's bonded. She's bonded.
I'm gonna bring Lancelot with me. I'm there.
Yeah. So do you pick him up or nudge him awake?
I'm gonna gently nudge him and be like, "Come on, boy."
Big yawn, big stretch, and slowly makes his way behind you.
Then I go to bed with Lancelot.
Nobody else can cuddle him.
But it can. They'd just be very close to me, I guess. I go to bed.
Wait. Anyone else doing anything before tucking in?
I think Karina will follow and cover herself all the way over her head with her blankets, but I don't think she will sleep.
All right. There's nothing else. And as you all find places to settle in for the night, a long, long day behind you. A day that started with you all in Bridgewater, leaving with Ira, and ended now with you all back in Sarah's Bar and Billiards. With the snoring of Vista from nearby as a whole host of people settle in for the evening, a few of you unable to sleep. Karina, as we pull in one last time to you, what is keeping you awake?
I think it's a combination. In the mist, she felt helpless. With Strahd, she felt helpless. And now she just shot somebody without even thinking about it. She's starting to feel as if she has no mind of her own. And she's trying to run through what she knows, what she can pin down as her, as who she is in this place, and just going over and over and contradicting herself, and just basically trying to make some sort of platform that she can call herself at this point that isn't just weakness and failure.
So, as we see 5 of you, including Ira, settle in and eventually find a little bit of respite and rest in sleep. We pan over and just see Karina staring forward. Did you say you had the covers pulled over your face? So just eyes open under the blanket, unable to sleep. And that is where we will leave tonight, and we will pick up in the morning next time. Whew! Great session, y'all.
All those bennies for nothing.
They don't all end on high action moments. It can't all be cliffhangers. Sometimes we actually get sleep. Great session, everybody. And those were genuinely the cards that were drawn. So that just helped dictate future things about the campaign. So I've been looking forward because I couldn't prep a lot of things until I knew what reading you got. So I'm very excited to think about all of the possibilities that opened up. Before we go, first of all, don't go anywhere, those of you in the stream, so that we can raid and share the love, but I want to give everyone here the opportunity to shout themselves out, let you know where you can find them. Can we go ahead and start with the one with face body painting on? So how about Sally?
That's me. Hey, you guys. SallyQuinnCreations. You can find me everywhere. SallyQuinnCreations. I know it's a long name. We'll be doing some awesome body paints and be doing some Wolverine paints as well. And we're also going to be painting the lovely purple-haired one as Wonder Woman soon, whenever we can. And yeah, so find us on Instagram and Twitch. And thank you so much, Ethan, for an awesome time.
Mav.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite blackout on the internet here. I'm having a good time here playing in the house that Creatine built. You can find me here on Twitch at DigitalClubhouseTV, where we're playing. Honestly, we're working near the end game of Dragon Age: The Veilguard. We are doing co-op streams and multiplayer or group streams on Sundays. This week we will be doing Fortnite because Godzilla comes out on the Battle Pass, and we're gonna try get him. And then on Monday we're gonna have a special stream at like 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're going to play Marvel Rivals with the gang. And you can come on through. And for Destructions, let's do it. Because it's Martin Luther King's birthday, and we're great there. And I can use my black card for you to come visit. So yay.
Fair enough. Anna Margaret.
Hello, I'm everyone online at It's Anna Margaret. On Saturday, I'll be revealing a new card from the Altered TCG, their upcoming set. I am so excited about this card. They picked it especially for me, and I'm so happy and so excited. It's such a cool card. Next week, I'll be in New York City. I'm going to see the show at the 20-Sided Tavern and attend a movie premiere. So I will be at the Section 31 movie premiere, and I'm really excited. Should be great. And that's what's happening.
That is awesome. Hello, boy. Matty.
Hi, I'm currently making some cool shit, cosplay stuff. You can find me as Mithra Cosplays, where you find people. Working on a tech priest so we can bless the Omnissiah and he can stop frigging us because that was annoying. But yeah, I'm going to a few cons in the spring, which I will have dates next time. But if anyone's coming to Canadian cons, I don't know if anyone from Canada is watching us, but hi.
And Lauren.
Hi, I'm me. I'm mostly just focusing on my mental health right now. Things have been a little cry. But once I get that situated, we are going to tackle some projects, cleaning out my office so that I can work on said projects and get more fun happening. But until then, it's Nancy Drew games and snacks for me. So hit me up. I'm around.
And I am Ethan. You can find me in most places, as the Buff DM, or the other half of Thousand Faces Cosplay. You can find our past videos of actual plays, D&D advice, TTRPG advice, all of that on our YouTube, Thousand Faces Cosplay, and the Buff DM. So go check those out. You can find past episodes also on our podcast, where you can listen to all of this. But mostly, thank you all so much for being here. We appreciate you. Take care of yourselves. We are going to start a raid. And we will be back, as far as I know, in, I guess, a little less than 2 weeks, back at our normal time on Tuesday, and to see where the group goes from here, because I believe the next move is heading towards Vallaki Hills with a train ride first. So I'm very excited for that. So until we see you next time, be good to yourselves. Don't forget to hydrate. We love you, and go buff yourself. Bye, friends.